As many as 4 million women die each year at the hands of their partner or spouse. While those cases might make headlines, there are many more cases of domestic violence that go unnoticed and unreported. Sometimes it's not the abuse victim who ends up dead. Sometimes it's the abuser. As many as 4,500 women are currently incarcerated for killing their abusive partner. Sin by Silence is a documentary that was intended to bring this story to light. Olivia Klaus, producer of the film, explains what inspired her to pursue this topic.
I used to be under the impression that domestic violence happens to other people. It wouldn't happen to me or my friends or my circle of influence. And 8 years ago, I got a phone call from a friend. And this was a friend I thought I knew. And there she was letting me in on the pain that was going on behind closed doors with her and her husband. And it sent me on this journey of what I needed to do.
Victims of domestic violence don't fit any particular stereotype. It happens to women of all ages, races, and economic backgrounds. Men, although underreported, also can become victims of domestic abuse at the hands of a partner or spouse.
These are stories of women that could be my mother, my grandmother, or even myself, because domestic violence has no boundaries and it can affect anyone and everyone.
Klaus's documentary features victims who felt they had no choice but to kill their abusers to protect themselves and their families. One of those featured in Klaus's film is Brenda Clubine. She was released October of 2008 after serving 26 years in prison. Clubine is the founder of CWAA, Convicted Women Against Abuse. Clubine says that one of the most important things victims of abuse need is to understand that they are not alone.
Basically, what it was I was alone, and I felt helpless and hopeless, and I didn't understand why I was everybody's victim in my life. And then as I was trying to figure out why that was happening and doing research, I was hearing my story from other people. And I was like, wait a minute, how does she know what I'm feeling? Darn, I'm not alone after all. So it helped be the impetus to help me start Convicted Women Against Abuse.
Crimes involving domestic abuse victims, striking back or even killing their abuser, are not given special consideration in the court system. Recently in Missouri, 3 women serving sentences for killing their alleged abusers were denied parole. In talking about her own experience, Clubine says that until there is more education and awareness about domestic abuse, she believes victims are further victimized by the legal system.
You know, the same thing happened with me. 28 days before I went to court and was released, a parole board told me yet again I was an unpredictable threat to society and denied me parole for 2 more years.
Education is the key to helping women understand when they may be in an abusive relationship. Clubine says there's a need for better services for victims of domestic abuse and a need for some legislative changes. She explains that abusive situations don't happen overnight, they develop over time. She further cautions women to be aware of the subtle clues that a partner is abusive, such as isolating them from family and friends, controlling their money, time, and whereabouts, and becoming progressively manipulative. Sin by Silence will be shown twice here in Springfield, Wednesday, October 28th at the Landers Theater and Thursday, October 29th at Evangel University. It will be played both days at 7 p.m. The screenings are free and open to the public. More information can be found on our website, ksmu.org. For KSMU News, I'm Teresa Carter.